Hi Year 9, so last lesson of this week. Right, so you've done negative indices and you've done fractional indices, and now you're going to look at ones that are both. Okay, so essentially it's just putting the two things together. So it's knowing what to do first. Okay, so your only tip here is flip first. Okay, so let's flip it. So the reciprocal, let's look at this question. So we've got 16 to the power minus a half. So we flip it first, so it becomes 1 over 16. Okay, and then we put it to the power, becomes positive. Remember, when it's negative, we flip it and it becomes positive. Now, one thing you can do up here is actually that's to the power half, but 1 to the power anything is always 1. So if you wanted to, you could put half in there, but actually 1 to the power anything is always 1, so let's leave it there. Right, so, and then it's the same as last lesson now. What's 16 to the power half? Well, the denominator is 2, so it's the square root of 16 to the power 1. So, what's the square root of 16? 4. Okay, so the answer to that one is a quarter. So, 16 to the power minus 2, so we flip it, so it becomes 1 over 16. And then we make it positive, so it's to the power half. Okay, and then we can do it that way. So I'm going to put that in there now, which is that. Remember, 1 to the power anything is always 1. So this one, flip the 27 and make the power positive. Okay, 1 to the power anything is 1. Right, so this one, the denominator is 3, so it's the cube root of 27 to the power 1. So the cube root of 27 is 3. 3 to the power 1 is 3. I'm going to brain freeze then. So 27 to the power minus a third is 1/3. Okay, flip to 64. Okay, that's 2/3, 2/3. 1 to the power anything is 1. Okay, so we want the cube root of 64 to the power 2. The cube root of 64 is 4, and 4 squared is 16. Okay, so 1 over 16. Okay, flip it. Make it positive. 1 to the power anything is 1. I'm getting there. Right, so we want the square root of 9 to the power 3. Well, the square root of 9 is 3. 3 to the power 3 is 27. So that would be 1 over 27. Okay, now this one, I'm throwing it in a little bit. Flip it. And then make it positive. I haven't got 1 on the top now, so I do need to have some action here. So I want the square root of 36 to the power 1, and the square root of 25 to the power 1. Square root of 36 is 6, square root of 25 is 5, so 6 over 5. Right, this last assignment is questions that you need to do. What I'd like to see is when you've got, I think it's about 6 or 8 questions to do on a sheet. What you've got is I want to see a photograph of the sheet with all these workings and all the steps that you've got in to get it. Okay, answers as fractions, not as decimals. There will be a live lesson as well this week, so you need to make sure that you could tune into that one if you're stuck with anything. Okay, cheerio.